Back with us in the world of Midcaps. Pull up Uflex for you. That stock is up almost 2 tons per percent in trade today. This, of course, one of the companies that has been supplying wheat flour, spices, packaging to Maggi. Before we come to that, this is an exclusive that I just want to very quickly mention. The government said to propose 3% stake sale. That's a Bloomberg exclusive. This is okay, this is as far as BPCL goes. BPCL, 3% stake sale. That stock is up 1.2% in trade today. We'll come back with more on that. But let me quickly welcome in the management of Uflex to just give us some perspective on how they are being impacted. I'm being joined by RK Jain, Group President, Corporate F&A and CFO at Uflex. Mr. Jain, thanks so much for taking this call, sir. Just give us a sense of how much of your exposure is to Maggi and what kind of impact you've seen and are expecting to take on your margins out of the entire uncertainty that we're seeing on the Maggi issue as far as your exposure goes.
Let me clarify very clearly on this, that we are the largest packaging company in the country today, and obviously we cater to all the big brands of the country. So Nestle is also one of the big brands, so obviously we cater to them also, and they are one of the very premium customers, no doubt about it. But let me further say on this that among all that, so it is diversely, dispersed, over the various brands, both in India as well as overseas. So while every customer is very important to us, but, it is not having very significant impact on our top line and the bottom line, because our reach to the customers is widely dispersed. So obviously the pace of growth will continue. And we are really, very, very sympathetic to their situation today, that they have been caught into this kind of a crisis, and I'm sure, and we are very confident. We're very confident that they will come out of this sooner, and then they will resolve this to the satisfaction of all the stakeholders.
Yeah, but just quantify it for us, sir. What are you factoring in terms of an impact? And while the situation is panning out across the industry, it's not just a Maggi issue.
What happened that there may be some drop for a time being, because this will not continue forever. And we presume so. Maybe a matter of some time, But we have, lines, capacities there. So we have additional customers coming in. So that can be offset. But we don't want to lose the customer, because Nestle is not only Maggi. They do a lot of other brands. So business gets shifted to other brands too, Because as a policy, they allocate the business to the various suppliers of various brands what they deal with. So obviously, we don't expect that any major drop or any drop in the business with the Nestle even. We even cater to their international, companies also for their pet foods and all of that. So we don't expect any major or any setback on the top line or the bottom line. It's a matter of time that they have to come out of this. Some companies may be affected for the reason because they are exclusively dealing with them. Definitely they may be. But
sir, if you're saying it's a matter of time, in whatever time it does take for them to be able to resolve the issue and come out of it, are you factoring in any short-term volatility or any short-term impact on margins?
We are not, because we are a very large company. We cater to very large brands. And this may be one of the big brands for us. Obviously, being a very large and reputed company, we respect that. They are our business partners in a way as a customers.
Okay.
So obviously, we don't deny this fact. But, as far as the impact on the company is concerned, it is very, very marginal, we can say, so, if you want to say, because if somebody is sick, and not coming, so obviously there is some kind of
all right.
feedback. But not to the extent that, you are completely derailed or something like that. So, as I said that we will be able to cover up, with the increase in our revenue from the other sources.
Okay, so you do have a de-risking strategy in place. All right. Unfortunately, that we couldn't get any exact details from you in terms of what is the short-term volatility, but that's Uflex for you. That's up 0.4%. Just pull up also BPCL. That's the big Bloomberg exclusive. We understand the government is set to propose a 3% stake sale. Government currently holds a 55% stake in BPCL. The stock is up over 0.7%. We'll end the show here. On the other side, our special show, Value Picks with Mini Men. Do stay tuned.